Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, and today my husband will be doing the Sunday dinner. As you can see, he's ready. He's over there ready to wash the chicken that he will be cooking today. He's making baked chicken with potatoes.
Hi everyone. Always rinse your, always clean your chicken. You gotta clean the inside, the outside. That way wifey will eat. That way wifey will eat it.
That's right.
But this is just the first step. I'll be showing y'all the next step on the seasoning part. So let me rinse my chicken and I'll be right back. Now, we got the 2 whole chickens cleaned out. Me, I like to stab them very well deep inside the breast part and everything, for when I season it, it gets all the flavors inside out. So as I stab, to get it ready, my wife loves my baked chicken. She says I do it with love. Take the thighs and the legs, I give them a little slit for that seasoning can get inside of it. I'm not a beginner. I've been doing baked chicken for a long time in this household, especially when I come home early from a softball game.
Who you play for, Al?
I play for the Deltona Yankees. Then I'll flip it over and just give it a couple of stabs here and there. That way the seasoning can seep through. Catch your little drummets a little.
And everybody, he's gonna be using the same seasoning that I showed y'all in one of my earlier videos with chicken and potatoes. Practically, that's what he'll be doing today, but with whole chickens.
We take us. I normally close all this before I started because you're messing with the sharp blades in there. You don't want no accidents. I think I'm having a slight electrical problem.
We'll be right back.
Well, it wasn't an electrical problem. We just didn't have this closed tight enough. And then we blend our seasoning all together until it gets a little creamy. Not a lot of creamy because you want some chunks of garlic. Baby chunks going in the chicken. Seasoning's all blended. Before you stick your hand in here, I always remove it from the power source. Just being safe. Take the blade out. Now you start rubbing it. Rubbing it in the back of it. It's not too meaty in the back, but when you flip it on the other side, is when you really add the seasonings in all the big holes that was made. I normally season it in here, which is a lot more comfortable. Get it all to give it that seasoning color. That's all I do in the back. The front is where all the holes are. The top of it, the breast part is where all the holes are at. So you want to stuff it in there. Give that breast nice flavor inside. inside and out. As you can see, I'm trying to get my seasoning all the way inside into the breast part. And I normally go inside and put a little seasoning also, but all can get flavor. Now I'm on the other one. Get that seasoning in there. Now I finished seasoning the rest of the chicken. That's the chicken. Now the rest of this seasoning I'm going to use for the potatoes to give the potatoes flavor. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm actually peeling potatoes now and make wedges out of them to throw in the oven with the two whole chicken. And later on, my daughter has a surprise for me. She decided she's going to make rice and beans. That way I can have some to take for lunch tomorrow, because people can't cook the way we cook. So I'd rather eat my own cooking or my wife's cooking.
All right, see y'all soon.
I got all the potatoes cut in big wedges. Now the seasoning that I had earlier for the chicken to give the potatoes some good flavor, we'll just throw it in there and we mix it real good in there. Get it all out, because it all counts. And just for a little, I just add a little adobo to the potatoes because there wasn't so much seasoning left. Then you mix it all in here to give it color. You want to give it that reddish color, give that seasoning on it. See, nice. You see how nice and little orangey it is? Now we take it and we just spread it out in the chicken pan. The juices from the chicken will give it even more flavor. This for all you men out there. I do cook, but I work a lot also.
He works very hard.
But I try to help wifey out sometimes, whenever I have time, because she know I love her. I'm gonna wrap it with aluminum foil. I'll set it to 375. Let it cook for like about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I'll be removing the aluminum foil and let it get a little dark. And I also save the inside of the chicken, which is the liver, the gizzard, the neck bones, because a friend of mine loves it. So instead of throwing it out like I normally do, because my wife hates it, but you throw this in the oven, and it's a little side dish for all your chicken liver lovers. I'll see you when it's done.
Okay, bye guys.
While the chicken is baking it is time to do the rice. Today I'm making rice with beans together. So I'm gonna throw enough oil to coat the pan and to try to make some crispy rice underneath it. Now it's time for the sofrito, Spanish sofrito that I'm pretty sure y'all saw my wife make on her previous video. Let it cook. Now we start throwing some seasoning in the rice. We go with 2 sazon to give it color, and some taste. 2 packages of a ham powder, or if you have the real ham meat, you can use that also, which is a lot better. You stir as you go. Now you put your beans in. Why, it's cooking. It's cooking really. You gotta get it all in there. You stir your beans. We like our rice to have a lot of flavor. So we'll start throwing in a little bit of adobo. Some black pepper. Onion powder. I'm sorry, garlic powder. Onion powder. You gotta stir it because it doesn't burn on you also. I lowered my flame a little bit just now, but I'm gonna soon raise it up. A little bit of oregano. Make sure you crunch it up, you grind it down over the pot. It's gonna spill out somewhat, but we'll just clean that up later. Little more seasoning. We like the complete seasoning, sazon seasoning. It's not salty, so if you add a little more, at your discretion. Now we're ready to put the rice. The rice I already cleaned out to remove a lot of the starch. It's a lot of rice because I plan on taking some for lunch tomorrow. And for 2 of my guys also. Stir it really good. When you're making rice and beans, you have to stir it constantly for it doesn't stick, because if it sticks to the bottom, it's gonna burn. I'm gonna put a little bit now so it doesn't burn on me. Now we'll put enough water to cover the rice, And now you let it boil on high. I put enough water to cover the rice. Now we're gonna leave it open for it can boil. Then once the water simmers down some, then we'll put the lid on it. When you're mixing rice with beans together, you gotta stir it constantly so it doesn't get burned on the bottom in the beginning. See, now that a lot of the water has dissolved, it is time to cover it and let it get soft. And you lower your flame to, like, on my stove, we'll go with low number 2. We'll see you when it's done. I removed the chicken from the oven because I wanted to check it to make sure everything is fine. It looked like it's nice and cooked. but it can use some coloring. So now we will remove the aluminum for you and put the 2 chickens back in the oven to darken a little bit. And then when that's darkened, hopefully the rice will be done at the same time and we can eat. Now it's time to check on the rice. Then it dried up, the water didn't dissolve. Now it's time to stir it really good. You gotta bring the bottom up and put the top on the bottom.
Sorry about the TV background noise. I forgot to turn it off. Thank you, Leg.
It's all stirred. Now we still gotta let it sit for a little while longer so it can really cook. Now that the chicken is darkened, it's time to remove the 2 chickens. And you see the color that it has? The rice is done. The chicken is done. And we got avocado there that we hope is right. Good night.
See you later.
Wash the dishes, I didn't even eat yet. Now we have the dishwasher here, so we have the hand cleaner and the dishwasher. He might be our tester today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be the tester today on my own cooking. I'm about to eat. I ain't playing, I'm starving. Now for the test. First the rice. I love it, delicious. I'm a dying leg man in chicken. Very good, very good. So remember, we have to like, subscribe,
and comment
on my wife's page, Eve's Life. Thank you and good night. I'm about to tear things up right now.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.